Hello there, very good afternoon to all our viewers. You're joining me, Joel Outschool, live and direct from the Newsfirst Centre here in Colombo on Lunchtime News. Let's start off with a look at this afternoon's headline-making stories. Complaint made with the bribery commission against Minister Rishad Badudin for acquiring money illegally. Former Minister Johnston Fernando at the bribery commission to provide a statement. 2 police officers attached to the Dumala police suspended. And on international headline stories, Chad troops chase Boko Haram from Dikwa. Let's now take a look at these stories in detail. A complaint had been filed with the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption against Minister Rishad Badudin acquiring money in an illegal manner. A resident from Mana had filed this complaint.
I request that he be removed from the executive committee. He has a number of allegations against him and a number of individuals know these details. They are not submitting these out of fear. I was threatened and intimidated from 11 last night and I was asked to make a deal to not submit these. I will produce these to you in due time. We have submitted a complaint on a small number of corruption incidents.
Meanwhile, former Minister MP Johnston Fernando has arrived at the Commission to provide a statement. Still in local news this afternoon, a boy who had gone to bathe in a tank in Madravati in Pahaladiyadura, located in Kuliaputia, had drowned. The deceased was a student from the Asbandum Subara Dipati Vidyalaya in Kuliaputia.
Our correspondent said that the child had gone to bathe with his parents and had gone back into the water after stepping out of the tank with his parents. Locals say that it was then that he met with the untimely death. Pasindu Sevinda was a grade 4 student at the Asbanduma Subarathi Vidyalaya in Kuliapitia. His body is currently lying at the Kuliapitia Base Hospital for the post-mortem examination.
Minister of Power and Energy Partili Champika Ranavika says a strong commission needs to be established during the 100-day period to inquire cases related to fraud and corruption. Now, he made this statement at an event held in Mihintale yesterday.
Minister of Power and Energy Partili Champika Ranavika participated in an event to present a power generator by the Chinese firm to the Mihintale Rajamaha Viharaya.
The Anuradhapura district was considered as a rural district in the North Central province. We hope to provide electricity to all the villages prior to the Sinhala New Year. All the remaining electricity projects too will be completed before the New Year, and the Anuradhapura district will be provided with 100% electricity. What is important to us is not the 100 days, but the 100 tasks done in these 100 days. This government was selected to create political reforms. That is to abolish the executive presidency and make it a democratic institution. The people aspire for the establishment of a strong commission to look into the judiciary, election process, the public service as well as corruption. This needs to be done before the 100 days.
And on a somber note, an individual had died after coming into contact with an electricity transformer within a communications centre in Dikwala. Another who had sustained serious injuries has been hospitalized.
Acting police media spokesperson ASP Ruwan Gunasekara said that a group of police officers had visited the area to conduct a raid on illegal alcohol. At the time, 2 suspects who had fled had thus met with the accident. The deceased was a 26-year-old named Isuru Chintaka from Wattegama, South Dikwala. The other individual who suffered electrocution injuries has been admitted to the Mathura hospital for treatment, with further investigations continuing.
As mentioned on our headlines, the services of 2 officers attached to the Dumala police station have been suspended.
The office of the acting police media spokesperson said that they were suspended over the incident where a suspect had hung himself inside the cell while in police custody. The acting police media spokesperson said that the 2 officers were charged with negligence over a suspect. A police sergeant in charge of the night shift and a police constable have been thus suspended.
Meanwhile, the body of the suspect who committed suicide was handed over to the family after the post-mortem examination. The ASP of Kuliapitia is heading an investigation over the incident. The suspect committed suicide on Wednesday night. The police said that the 38-year-old suspect who was engaged in plucking coconuts had been living separately from his wife. He was arrested for beating his wife and stealing her gold chain.
Indian Minister of External Affairs Sushma Swaraj will arrive in Sri Lanka today on a two-day visit. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj will arrive in Sri Lanka in preparation for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit later this month. She will call on President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and other high government officials. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs said that during her visit, she is expected to meet with representatives of political parties, including the Tamil National Alliance. Meanwhile, the protest launched by a group of Road Development Authority employees on the rooftop of Setsiripaya in Batramulla had concluded last night.
Several MPs, including Mahinda Amaravira, arrived at the protest site last night. Our correspondent said that the police officers did not permit the politicians to head up to the rooftop.
We have informed the President in this regard. He said that he will definitely intervene in this issue. We have informed them of this.
The group of RD employees launched this protest over the removal of 162 employees without reason.
United National Party parliamentarian Buddhika Pathirana says that no matter what election system is in place, the development process he undertakes in the district will not change. Now the MP made this comment at an event in Valigama yesterday.
Event to distribute high nutrition milk powder to underweight children under the Samadhi Kakulu Susetha program took place in Valigama.
දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ කිසිම දේශපාලකෙක් කුඩා ගම්මාන 1658ටම ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ.
Not a single politician in this district had visited the 1,658 small villages. Thus begins our program. I have given an assurance to all 7 electorates, no matter what election system is in place, and even if I win, I will serve the district for the next 10 years, considering it as my electorate. If I am cornered to a single electorate, I will not change the development process I am undertaking in the whole district.
UMP Western Provincial Councillor S.M. Marika says that the existence of a politician depends solely on positive virtues. Now he made this statement at an event in Moratuwa yesterday.
Sports equipment for sports clubs and fishing equipment for fishermen were distributed by the councillor at the event held in Rawathawatta, Moratuwa. Mahinda Rajapaksa was sent home because he looked at the internet users in a contempt manner. He was considering to ban Facebook at one time. That is what he got wrong. Some steal, loot, sling mud, sell drugs and ethanol, murder people and then say that they cannot recall anything. Although one comes dressed in white and smiles during the election period, that process will not last in the future. It can be from the previous administration or the current. Politicians having deals with racketeers will lose. The reason is because everything is exposed in the internet.
At Newsfirst, it's not just news reporting. We go beyond that. The 16th edition of the Newsfirst Gamma, the program which provides a platform for the public to take their issues directly to their public representatives and public officials, was recorded live in Bandaravilla today. Newsfirst Hizrina Hispi joins us from Bandaravilla with the details.
As you can see, the live recording of the 16th edition of the Newsfirst Gamma, the program is currently underway at the Makmalala Vidyalaya here in the outskirts of the Bandaravilla town. Now, several issues have by now been expressed by the representatives of several communities living in villages surrounding this area. Now, the Makmalala Vidyalaya itself had come under several threats. It's one of the schools that had come under several threats of landslides and subsidence. Now, what you you are witnessing here right now is the community actually expressing several views. Now, this area, Bandaravilla, which is actually rich in water, is now left with none due to the Uma Oya multi-purpose development project. Now, this is our main concern. Now, several political representatives, including the Chief Minister, the Director of the Central Environmental Authority, and several other environmental activists, people who say that the project has to go on, people who say that the project has to be stopped, are currently here. Now, they have been expressing several views, heated arguments have been expressed, and what we always, as News First, would look forward to is to provide the best solution that the people of this community will be receiving through this News First Government, the program which has always been focused in highlighting the woes of the public. For now, I'm Hizrina Hizbi reporting for the News First team from here at the Makulala Vidyalaya in Bandaravilla.
Well, cricket fever is building up here in Sri Lanka and around the globe with the ICC Cricket World Cup. But in some local cricket news, the annual big match encounter between St. Peter's College, Bambalapitiya and St. Joseph's College, Colombo 10, dubbed the Battle of the Saints, commenced today. Batting first, the lads from Dali Road were on 90 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. St. Joseph's College, Colombo 10 won the toss and decided to take first lead of the Pisora oval wicket. Chandra Jayawardena leads the Peterites in the game while Pathu Madhushankar captains St. Joseph's. The last time that St. Joseph's College won the annual big match was in 2008 under the captaincy of Ruanta Fernando Pulle, while St. Peter's last won the game in 2012 under the captaincy of Shehan Fernando. St. Joseph's lost their first wicket when the score was on 24. The skipper was dismissed for 9. The first 5 wickets of the Josephian line-up fell inside 60 runs. The Battle of the Saints, which began in 1993, is being held for the 81st time. Well, with all the stories, we wrap up Lunchtime News for today. Thank you very much for joining us. And remember, you could keep abreast of these stories by logging on to our website, www.newsfirst.lk. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Joel Outskun. Have yourself a great evening ahead.